Hey Marlene, Daphne here. Thank you for your kind message. You are working so hard. Really, really impressive and great progress. It's just really, you are just doing it exactly right. Well done. Okay, another bar chart here illustrates the overall band from an IELTS test in the year 2012 between male and female candidates in terms of all four sections. Yep, lovely. Overall, it can be seen that females scored slightly higher in all four parts than males. Go girls. And writing was the weakest section for both, weakest skill for both sexes. Okay, no surprise there really. Women achieved, so throughout, put that at the beginning here, throughout, women achieved slightly better results than their male counterparts, plural, in listening and reading, where, and that's a WH, and put in capitals, where they had 6.1. Now watch out in English, okay, 6.1, not comma. Really, really important. Can't stress that enough. 6.1 in both sections, whereas men brought it to, you'd have to say scored only. Brought it to doesn't exist. Achieved is quite nice. She's slightly less at. So just putting in a few more words here. Yep. And then you'd have to do your 5.8. In writing and speaking, the contrast in scores was significant. So past tense, remember, that's really, really important. Was significant, and females scored. You don't need also. That is just a mistranslation. Scored barely higher, with 0.2 over males in writing and 0.1 higher than. Higher, you don't need to repeat that again because we know that you said it already once in the speaking interview. Okay, so that could go. Very nice. But the structures are lovely. You're doing really well in general. So you don't need to have this. Take that out because you've got overall. So, so the writing, the writing section was the most difficult part for all. All components. Can we think of another word of all? Because have we got components already? Sorry, I'm just such a good word. We've got categories. Yeah, okay, keep that. Lovely. The writing part was the most difficult part for all of different part of. Difficult part for all of. Now just go of all components with the lowest scores. Listening and reading with scores of 6.1. Listening and reading, average maybe. Average a score of 6.1. So average A score singular would be 6.1 for females and exactly 5.8 for both in males. Followed by speaking. Okay. You don't necessarily need to give the numbers again here. Followed by speaking, which was registered. Slightly at a few points lower. Just to avoid giving too many numbers, because you've got quite a lot of numbers here. So you could always use this if you feel you're repeating the numbers too much, okay? Because there's not much difference and it's not that interesting. So sorry, and witness the most. Okay, and witness the most skills. Witness the most skills. Witness the highest skills, I think. Or greatest would be good. Skills of all candidates for the given year. Yeah, go with greatest. Okay? That would be really, really nice. Well done. Nice task there. Great work. Good. Here we go. This is a tricky essay. Many governments in the world spend large amounts of money on art, which helps to develop quality in people's lives. So we need to address this, particularly that word quality in people's lives. However, governments should spend money on other things rather than art. Agree or disagree? So nowadays, authorities of nearly every nation invest huge amounts of money in art because it is believed this improves the quality of life of their citizens. Because now, it is often believed, be careful here, not everyone believes this, this is the whole point, often believed, or often argued, believed or argued, you could have both actually, that this improves the quality of life of their citizens, while there is oppositely also the argument or the suggestion, maybe if I've used argued that, I just put suggestion that, no comma. Spending too much money on art is a drawback to other irreplaceable services for the community, like health and education. Fabulous. Really, really lovely. That is not incorrect, but it obviously if you use this, then you don't want to repeat. Really strong, lovely. In my opinion, art is an indispensable piece of every human's culture and should not be cut short. Use cut short. Neglected would be better. Cut short, a little bit informal. Neglected governments, whereas community services are not. That is not an English word. That is a German word, I think. Are not less important. I think you mean that. They're not less important. Okay. What is that? Art, including. No, right, because I can see you doing it later. Okay. Okay. Since the early centuries, humans, no apostrophe, have tended, so we're using past perfect here. So humans have tended to use art in every culture as an expression of their feelings and to tell stories through it, which lives over, I would say maybe, which has the ability, to extend over many generations. Lives over is okay, but I think this is nicer. The ability to extend over many generations. Furthermore, art diverts into many shades, like music. Good. I kind of wanted this earlier, but I'm glad you put it in here. Music, theatre, sculptures, media, and other great examples over time. Good. These days, it benefits people in their leisure time by visiting. Okay, rather than it benefits, okay, people, comma, in their leisure time, comma, and then here, may benefit. Don't forget these modal verbs. These are really good, these ones. May benefit by visiting a musical or going to the cinema. Therefore, art provides citizens with a balance in contrast to their stressful labour time. Absolutely. Governments, okay, it can be it can be okay, hang on. Supporters. Believe that governments ought to finance arts projects for this reason, to keep their inhabitants happy and help society improve through art's beautiful soul. Lovely, good. Okay, so I think this is very important. Supporters believe, because if you just put in governments ought to, that is like quite strong and quite your opinion, and it's important just to distance yourself, to step back. But also, Marlene, this is so good. I'm really so happy with all this improvement. It's just amazing. On the other hand, but careful, because you haven't got on the one hand, on the other hand. So just go with it, however. The channel and too casual, significant amounts of money into, and I would use now the arts, because now you can use it like a group, because you've already said what they are. So that would include all these things. Should not hinder departments from investing. So you hinder something from, and then ing, from investing in their enormously important community tasks, such as education or, yeah. Good example is the health system in the USA, where, watch out, WH, people with a low or middle socioeconomic used Neither neither. Used to have up to 3 jobs to gain from reliable medical treatment because this was not covered. So past, hence here. So the used to is past and then was not covered by general health insurance. Another instance would be education, especially in developing countries where, again, children cannot profit from good quality educational infrastructure. Additionally, in certain go for an and additionally, so I can breathe. In certain countries, young students are even hindered from. I would go stronger, prohibited from, and then ing. But it would better might be attending schools because of their gender or due to gender or other circumstances like war, terrorism. Very good point. Very good point. But is this connected to art? Just asking myself. It's lovely writing, but can you connect that back to spending money on art? Here you can. Education, because you kind of got to make this back to like, are they spending a lot of money on art and they shouldn't be? I think you need to just make that link there. Just read through that again compared to the question. Yeah. So your suggestion is they are spending money on art and they shouldn't. So here you would need to argue that in Afghanistan they are spending money on art and they shouldn't be. So just be careful of this. Do you see what I mean? Hope so. In conclusion, art is a major spelling part in people's lives. Should be financially promoted by any government, but on the same hand, but at the same time, maybe community services like health and education are highly essential, and authorities carry the responsibility to provide both. Maybe not tasks, both institutions or establishments. I think that would be better, with money and affection. Oh, nice. Affection? Do you mean attention? Not sure. Affection is lovely, but I think you might mean attention. Okay. But super good work. Really, really fantastic. Well argued. Just a little bit concerned about that. I think you've gone off topic there. I'm going to put that, just underline that, see what you think. But lovely work. Otherwise, well done. Really good. Doing well. Take care.